too. So I think I've got some new faces, so I'll give you guys the spiel. I am not Cassandra. Cassandra could not be here today, but go ahead, come on in. And so I'll be, so I was trying to find the topic to get it close to what she was gonna do as well, because, so let me give you a little bit about her. Cassandra is an animal communicator. She does Reiki healing for animals, for humans. She does grooming. Have I missed anything else? I think that's it. So, and she was going to talk about how to support your pets during when they're having issues or, at the end of their lives, all that stuff, and let you know about animal communication. So I was like, oh, okay, so how can I do this close to that? And what I came up with was energy. So as Lyra said in her presentation, we are all spirit forms. There's spirit in everything. So animals, plants, humans, and believe it or not, even objects. Because how many times you've gone to a place, like I actually don't shop in, secondhand stores just because I feel the energy of the stuff. So even objects, everything has energy. And as humans, we've gotten really used to communicating with words. And they are so limiting. They're really limiting. You cannot, there's so many times that even during my sessions, I'm trying to express something, explain something, and with all these words we have, I still can't get it there. It's like it's something like this, but not quite this. So energy is a better way of communication. And if you learn to first use that energy, meaning your own energy, feel your own body, communicate with your own body, that practice gets you to be able to communicate energetically with anything and everything. Whether it's your pets, whether it's plants, trees, the objects in your home. Actually, some funny stories. I don't do feng shui because I just talk to my furniture. I do. And when my furniture wants to go, it tells me, it's like, yep, time for me to go. I'm like, okay. There has been time furniture did not like one spot, and I've moved it to another spot. Now I'll give you even funnier story. She's going like this.
I feel it because my roommate has a chair and she needs boss.
Yeah.
You
knew it.
No, I know it. And
there you go.
She doesn't like something. She's like, nope, I don't want that on me. Or she wants plants around her.
Yes.
That's what I've done.
Perfect.
So I trust me.
Love it. Beautiful. My kind of people.
Yeah.
So I'll give you another funny story. I have a friend, and when he was renovating, fixing his apartment, he really likes throws. It's like, what am I going to get him? I got him a big throw blanket, very cozy, comfy. Gave it to him, didn't think about it. Several months later, I went to his place to check it out, and he was still in there, but much better place. The place was looking better. And his entrance, there's like a little hallway, and then you come into the kitchen area, the rest is there. So I can even see where, the living room, sit anywhere, come, sit. I couldn't even see where the straw blanket, what was happening. He opened the door, I walked in, and all I heard is ask him, why don't you ask him where he put me? Why don't you ask him where he has me? I'm like, what is going on here? I was like, no, just ask him what he did to me. And then I said, hey, Mohammed, where's the blanket I got you? And he knows me, so he's like, Is it saying something to you? I'm like, where did you put it? And he's like, well, I wanted to keep it clean, so it's under the furniture in that little corner. I'm like, could you please just take it out and put it there? It doesn't care if it gets dirty, just leave it out. And that's it though, but you can use that energy. 2 people, I've had this in my sessions. We sit there, there's no communication, and after a little bit, we're both crying. So use this energy to communicate with everything and anything you want. Have fun with it. Don't take it seriously. That's the other thing. When you're working with this stuff, because it's not what we're used to saying it's real. It's not what we're used to saying tangible. So let it go. Have fun. It's like, who cares? Who cares if I've lost my mind? You know, who cares if what I'm hearing is true or not? Doesn't matter. Have fun with it. Try to go in your own home, sit a little bit. When you calm yourself down even, then see like, hey, let me figure out what this thing wants. Where does it want to go? Let me figure out, like, go to my closet and see, is there any clothes that wants to leave? And the best way also to practice this is communicating with your own body. Get in touch with your own body. And the best way you're gonna do that first, loving your body. Love every inch of it. Those places where you call it like ugly, fat, big, small, you know, oh my God, I have a mole over there, I hope nobody sees it, or anything, all of it. Love on it. And I tell you this, when you start loving those parts, all those fears you have inside, they start to calm down. Because part of what everybody's scared of is being seen. Even when we put on all these clothes, when we have those holes in ourselves, it's like if you step out in front of somebody, it's like, oh my God, I feel naked. I hope they won't find this. I hope they won't see that. I hope they won't know about that. But if you start to love yourself, love your body, all of it, whatever you're gonna judge is bad, good, even the good stuff, love it. Bad stuff, love it. There is no good or bad. Remember my first workshop. There is no good or bad. Love everything about it. And the more you practice that every day, every morning, every night, that energy, you're gonna feel it, starts to flow. And then you can use it to communicate. One more thing about energy. I know everybody's heard this. Everybody believes it. There is no good or bad energy. There really isn't. When you say, because I get this a lot, people come to me and say, oh my God, there's this thing on me. I know it's there. Get it off of me. Can you do this? Everything has a purpose. Everything in your life has a purpose. And that purpose is to be a mirror for you to see yourself. Those parts you're not willing to look, those parts you're not willing to find, all those things that you think is stuck on you, that bad energy that's following you, somebody cursed me, somebody put this on me. No. It's all you and you. It's all part of you. And if you stop judging it, if you stop looking at it as whether it's good or bad, and just say, this is a gift. I love this gift. Thank you. Because as soon as you say that, you get to see it, see yourself. That's that self-love again. So whenever even you think like, oh, I went to this place, the energy of it is bad. No. Just sit and talk to it. It's like, why is the energy bad? Energy is energy. It can't be good or bad. Questions, comments?
Is AI an energy?
AI, it is actually.
Oh gosh.
So let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. No, I'll tell you this. Let me explain it in a bigger picture so you'll see it. So we are all co-creating this world together, all right? And as those co-creators, imagine, actually, I think it was Star Trek, holodeck, right? Whatever you wanted, you would say, build me this, and it would create it, right? So imagine that's how we're co-creating in this world. There are things that we need for whatever reason, whatever we're doing, and these technologies gets developed to help us. Now, some of you saw my artwork out there, the videos come to life, okay? So when I did my artwork originally, it was just digital. And as I was creating a lot of those, I was like, man, I really I'm seeing this vision, music, all of it. I wish I could put it together. And I kept saying that, I wish I could put it together. At that point, none of those apps were there, none of the tools were there. Now, a year later, I had the apps, I had the tools, all of it came together. I'm like, yes, thank you. That is energy. I created it. Not me personally, but co-creation with everything in this world. So AI, yes.
AI, technology,
Yeah.
energy.
Everything. Everything's energy. You had a question?
Yeah. Did you ever get a follow-up message from the blanket?
Yes, I did. I did. Actually, I did.
Okay.
Because I went back and the first thing it was like, yes, it was happy and it was like, it still has its place. It hasn't moved. It's being taken care of. I did talk to some other furniture in his house and send a message as well that, yeah, they needed to go.
So as you said about there is no negative or positive energy, I always give an example to my daughter about the AAA battery. So there is negative and positive, but that doesn't mean this is bad or this is good. They work together. It's one thing. There are both. It's an energy, but there is no bad or good. There is positive, negative, but they are completing each other and how it
There's
works.
an issue with that.
Okay.
Because as soon as you say negative, what happens inside of you? Where does your mind go? Immediately.
No, because sometimes she said I feel negative energy about that person, and I said there is no negative or positive. There are one. There is no
Yeah.
negative or positive
Yeah,
energy.
yeah. I agree. There is no
Yeah.
negative and positive. They are one.
Mhm.
But if you think even like if that's what I'm saying, like even remove the label completely.
Mhm.
Remove anything that says good, bad, positive, negative, right, wrong. Start to let go of those judgments, because all those judgments are the ones that are creating this duality in your life.
Mhm.
And the more you let that go, this duality goes away.
So I grew up with a very strict background in regards to like religion.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're Baptist,
Mhm.
church and everything like that. And growing up, it was really hard for me. Or if I would see something or anything and I would mention it to my family, it
Yeah,
stopped.
yeah.
It was like, nope, that's wrong. That's wrong. Now, as I'm getting older, and older, 32 now, trying to open myself up more. How would you combat? Because every time that something happens, my trauma or whatever they told me, say no, that's wrong. Like you need to stop that. You did not see that, or you did not experience that. That is wrong. How do you combat that?
There, in your case, I get a lot of clients, and it's not just Baptists. It's there are a lot of the strict. Let me go back, and then I'm gonna come there. So, the problem is not the religion. The problem is the institution of the religion and how they are bringing it out. And just like everything else, fear sells. So in order to sell the religion, they brought the fear into it to sell it, right? But the origin of it, the prophets did not have that in mind at all. They weren't even thinking of it as a religion. What they were saying was that it's this space that you missed, I think, the first presentation, is this space of awareness, oneness. That's the place, the space that in, religion terms, they call God, they call divine. And in that space, that's what they were teaching. It's like, come, this is the way to find that. God, the base of all of it, when you go look at it, it says God is one, God is love, God is forgiving, and God is in everything and everyone. That's the basis of it. The rest of it, fear put it in there. So, in your case, there are some healing that needs to be done, like past trauma healing around it. And also, the biggest one, you gotta make peace with God. Meaning, when you grow up like that, and inside, because you are God, inside that God is saying, that's not right. What they're telling you is not right. This is right. So there's a conflict that happens, but also that fear comes in. So there's all these beliefs and patterns that form, which is there's a lot of fear with God and there's a lot of anger with God. And that's why I say make peace with God and bring it back into that core language. God is one, God is love, God is in everything and everyone, and God is forgiving.
I just had an epiphany. Okay. Just something I've experienced before when it was strange, but it was necessary to happen.
Yeah.
So I'll just explore a little bit more of it.
Yeah. Everything in your life happens for a purpose. There is absolutely nothing that happens that doesn't have a purpose. Everything is for a purpose. So take it as a gift. Take it for the purpose it is.
So with my cat too. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, please.
So, because you were mentioning about animals, so do they feel that shift within you? Like, because it seems like more.
They do.
My roommate's cat seems a lot more affectionate and a lot more close than she did before.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, for sure they do. They do. And a lot of people, the pets that you have, they are helping you carry some of that stuff for you. It's not like, it's like everybody's like, their kids is like, oh my God, I don't want them to do that for me. I think what was it earlier, I said, during my energy healing sessions, one of the ways I, bring that out, if there's a lot of sadness, you'll see me, I start shaking, I start crying, and she was like, oh no, my God, I don't want to do that to you. I'm like, you're not doing anything to me. I'm not even doing anything to me. It's just natural. So that pet, again, the purpose of it is that. Don't feel like you're doing anything. They've chosen that. They're trying to help you. That's their purpose. Yes,
Yeah. So you talk about energy, and make me think of memory, energy. So we usually. Now I'm talking using my mind. We usually forget about things happened before 3 years old. But we remember the language. We started to learn to speak about 1 year old, right? Like we started to talk. We do not forget about that part, but we forget about what happened. Oh, why is that? But seems that energy part didn't lose. Why is that? Why the memory and the energy seems separate?
Energy doesn't have a past or future, right? Whatever it is. This is present.
Energy
Okay?
doesn't have a past and a future.
No. It can't, right? I can't go something from the past, bring it to show you. There isn't an energy of it. But that the energy I have, this existence that I have, it's sort of like it. I can't call it memory because that's a mind thing, that's a brain thing again. But it's sort of like whatever the energy is, it has inherent knowledge in it. That's the best way. Again, those words, I don't have the words for it. For example, going back to God and going back to that space I was talking about earlier, there is knowledge in it. Meaning, like, when you're in that space, God space, divine space, awareness space, there is a natural knowledge in it. There is a natural intelligence in it. Like, you're gonna come do something, it's like, I'll give you sort of an example, it's coming up. Tomorrow, Monday, is the anniversary that I fully ruptured my Achilles. So this has been my first injury, and she was there. It was my first retreat in Tulum, Mexico, and Brenda was there too.
I heard the
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was the first day of retreat this happened, okay? And I've never had injury, I've never been on crutches, and I was 52 then. So we're at this hotel. Now, this hotel does not have elevators. There's a lot of stairs. I'm on the second floor, and the bathrooms were not like showers. They're just tubs. They were tubs. I mean, it wasn't even a shower or anything. So when I got the crutches, I didn't know how to walk on the crutch, but something is like, I took it and there was inherent knowledge. It's like that thing that came, that I knew what to do. I got in front of the steps. The first thing I was like, I had completely forgot. I went to go to my room, like, oh, I'm on the second floor. How am I? And the stairs are like, remember those stairs? They're all like this. Every stairs, like the whole thing was circular.
Like trees.
Yeah, there were trees. And I was like, the first is like, how am I gonna do this? And each time it was like the knowledge was there. Even the bathtub, it was like something inside of me was like, grab this, put this here. It wasn't me even thinking about it. It was a natural flow and knowledge. So when you are in that space, when you are aligned with that space, it's a natural thing that comes. Questions?
Yeah.
Yes.
How, you said to get like more connected to your own energy, like do you have any recommendations on how we can do that?
Self-love. Sarah, should I do my dance for that? So earlier.
Yeah, do it.
So earlier I was in here, I was like, so, what am I going to talk about? I said, it's coming energy. You just gotta have fun with yourself. Have fun with your body. We are so afraid of being seen, being silly, being like, what somebody's got. That judgment stops you from loving yourself. You gotta love yourself. Have fun. The bumps, the bruises, the cuts, love it. Love it all. Any other questions?
I had a question.
Yeah.
So, if there's no good energy, no bad energy, then like, how do you make choices between things, like what path to go down or something,
There is no right or wrong.
So how do you decide?
Yeah, and then
I start making decisions.
yes, and I tell you why. Because there is so much fear that comes. Because what happens when you're saying, I want to make a choice? I want that thing over there, and I gotta make sure I get there. Or I don't want that to happen, so I gotta make sure that doesn't happen. Is that you were here for the first one, right? The first session. Yeah. So remember in the first session I said those characters, those identities, that they're not real, they're constantly trying to create in the future that doesn't exist. Those desires and your attachments to those desires are bringing the fear out. Now, in the process, as you're trying to calm them down, it's like, I can't make a choice, I want to, you gotta, there are two simple things. Either go what feels best in your heart, and in order to feel that, you gotta have done some of the work to wake that up. I talk about that in the book. You gotta wake that up a little bit, do some stuff in your sort of mundane life in order to get that going, so when something like that comes, you can immediately say, what feels good in my heart? What choice feels good? And then the other one, the easy choice. What feels easy to me right now? What's the step that feels easy? Choose, it's easy and I can do it. That's gonna get you moving. And keep reminding yourself, I'm safe. Every choice is okay. Everything is gonna get me to wherever I'm supposed to be. Trust. You gotta work with trust in there as well.
I can just do an anecdote here. I've been going through my own journey for the last 2 years, and I've always been really bad at trusting myself. And I think I've just, I maybe have made some wrong decisions, but I kind of have reframed that to be like that. Just that like taught me something. So it's like, say if I went for, if it was someone I was dating, or maybe like a decision I made, I was like, okay, that wasn't the right thing. So this is now what I can look for in the next decision that I make. So it kind of does give you some criteria if that's a little bit helpful.
Yeah, and I talk about choices in the book. I think I have a section in there. Yeah.
I just wanted to say, like, from doing sessions with Atousa, like, it's actually, once you learn some of these things, it like really sticks with you, and it's like lessons you can carry forward in your life. Recently I've been dealing with some physical therapy, like I have an issue with my back, and recently I did a movement that like triggered, like it kind of set me back a little bit, and then I was like, oh, setback. And immediately the words, right? The words have attachments. The words have an energy to the word. Setback is like negative. It's like, oh. And then the identities popped up of like judging myself, feeling like a failure, feeling like, oh, sorry for myself. And so then I remembered Atousa talking about identities and things like that. So then it helped me step outside of myself and look at that and be like, I see this coming up. I see you. And once I separated myself from it, the awareness part helped me get past it. And then I started feeling better, like almost like immediately after that. And I was like,
That was like when I had
so
back pain
grateful.
too. Like I had really, really bad back pain, and I'm like, oh my god, it hurts so bad. Like, and then I was thinking, I was like, okay, why does your back hurt? What do you need to do in order to release yourself? And I did yoga that night. Next day,
Listen to it.
your body wants to heal, and it's talking to you, and you just have to like listen to it. Yeah. So
Awareness. Thank you. Yeah, my clients say I'm always in their heads talking.
It's true.
All right, thank you.